Belief is the code that rewrites your entire reality. You don't see the world as it is. You see the world as you are. What lies outside of you isn't some separate, objective reality. It's the truest mirror of what's unfolding within you. Every belief you carry, every idea you accept as truth, is silently scripting the code that runs your entire life. Not by chance, but by frequency, by energy, by a signature, a code that only you have the power to change. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you believe to be real. From the moment you open your eyes and step into the day, you're not just walking through a physical world, you're entering a vast, invisible network of signals, energies, and information fields. And your mind is interacting with it, second by second. Your belief acts like a carrier wave. It transmits your signal into the cosmos. And what you receive back isn't a reward or punishment. It's a precise reflection of what you've been broadcasting. You don't have to believe in the law of attraction for it to work. Just like you don't need to believe in gravity for it to pull you down. Belief is the invisible force that produces visible results. We were taught to believe in limits. You can't. That's not realistic. Just accept it. And by accepting those programs, we turn them into laws. Personal operating systems that shaped every choice, every emotion, every behavior. But if you've ever stopped and asked yourself, am I living by my own beliefs or by beliefs someone else installed in me? Then you've already begun to see. Everything can be rewritten. Bruce Lipton once said, the cell doesn't control itself. It responds to its environment. And that environment is your consciousness. Even DNA, the code we once believed was fixed, can be restructured by the state of belief, emotion, and awareness you hold long enough. Neville Goddard said, assumption is the seed of reality. You don't need evidence to believe something will come. You need belief first, and the evidence will come after. We are not here to live inside limitations. We are here to awaken the power that creates worlds from within. Because reality isn't a random gift. It's the masterpiece of consciousness, and belief is the brush that paints the canvas. Imagine every belief like a color filter. You can change it. You can choose a new lens. You can remove the filters of fear, lack, and unworthiness, and begin to see the world through the light of abundance, infinite potential, and soul purpose. When you change your belief, you don't just change yourself. You rewire the entire energy field around you. David R. Hawkins measured the frequency of consciousness. Shame resonates at 20, fear at 100, but belief and courage begin at 200. And above 500, you enter the magnetic field of love, creativity, and awakening. You don't need to control it all. You need to choose from the deepest place within your heart. You don't need to know how. You need to believe that it's already done in a higher dimension. Belief is not blind action. It's a conscious decision. I choose a new reality. I choose a new vibration. I choose my true self, not the small ego, but the vast being within that is always known. I am light. I am a part of infinite intelligence. Picture yourself as a living antenna, broadcasting intentions, beliefs, and inner imagery into space. And the universe, a quantum web of waves, is listening, reshaping every path, every chance, every timeline, to match the frequency you emit. When you hold the belief, I am the creator of my reality, you unlock a door. That's when the impossible begins to look possible. That's when miracles, which are simply laws of energy and action, begin to show up around you, not through logic, but through resonance. You begin to step into the creative field Neville called imagination, conscious imagining. What Joe Dispenza names the quantum field of pure potential, what Greg Braden describes as the source code linking heart and cosmos. They all speak of the same truth, only in different tongues. You don't need more tools. You need only to face the source code running in your mind. You've unconsciously coded fear. You can just as easily recode with love. You once believed you were limited. You can now choose to believe in freedom. So ask yourself right now, what belief am I sending into this space? Am I living as if what I desire is already true? Am I waiting for the world to change, or am I becoming the one who changes it? From the moment you fully embody the new role, the universe shifts scenes. No forcing, no chasing, just belief, held long enough, deep enough, until doubt fades, and that belief becomes your core frequency. And in that very moment, reality bends. Not because you controlled it, but because you became one with it. And in that very moment, you no longer attract what you want. You align with it. It's no longer, I'm trying to get there, but I already am that person. The difference is subtle, yet it changes the entire game. You are no longer the seeker, you become the source. You no longer plead for life's blessings. You are the one rewriting the laws that govern the reality you live in. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." So if you still can't control your reality, it's not because you're not strong enough. It's because the hidden beliefs are still running the old program. Most of us live like actors in a play written by someone else, replaying yesterday's thoughts, recycling last year's emotions, and calling it me. But you are not that old script. You are the author rewriting the whole story, if only you dare to sit at the keyboard. You may not choose the circumstances you start with, but you can choose the meaning you assign to them. That meaning will reprogram you, and you will reprogram your destiny. You may carry wounds, but you are not those wounds. You may have failed, but you are not that failure. You may have been rejected, but you are not unworthy. It's all just an old layer of perception, and belief is the tool to break free. Stop asking, what can I do to change the world? And start asking, what must I believe for my inner world to transform? Because here's the paradox. When you change your inner state, you find yourself stepping into different rooms, meeting different people, opening doors to opportunities you never thought existed. But they were always there. Your old frequency just wouldn't let you see. Imagine standing on a map of infinite timelines, with thousands of paths waiting to be activated. Each path leads to a different version of you. You don't have to walk the entire map. You just have to choose a new present state, and the whole timeline shifts. That's why the so-called lucky ones aren't lucky at all. They simply believe so firmly in a positive outcome that the universe has no choice but to respond to that certainty. You don't need to believe in 100 things, just one unwavering belief in one truth. You are the source, not the victim, not the one waiting to be saved, but the awakened one. You've lived long enough in fear, scarcity, and doubt. Now it's time to live in trust, abundance, and gratitude. Try it, not just for a day, but every day, as a conscious choice. And then you'll see the world around you begins to change color. The people around you start to meet your gaze differently. Opportunities, ideas, resources begin to flow in. Not because you do more, but because you have become the new vibration. This is not magic. This is how reality has always worked. You just need to remember. Belief is the deepest source code, and you are the only programmer. Rewrite the code. Choose a new program, and watch the whole world shift with you. Look again at the entire reality around you. Every person you meet, every situation you go through, every door that is closed, and every door about to open. Nothing is random. Everything perfectly reflects the frequency of the beliefs operating within you. It's not the outside world telling you something. It's you speaking to yourself through the outside world. And when you change your beliefs, the world responds instantly, like a quantum mirror with no delay. You don't need to change the world. You need to change the signal you emit. If you carry the belief, I am not worthy, you will continuously meet people who confirm that. If you carry the belief, everything is hard, life will carefully arrange situations that make you struggle to survive. If you believe love is rare, you will only meet those who close their hearts. But if you truly believe love is natural, always flowing toward you, you will step into the frequency of souls whose hearts are just as open as yours. The world does not select you. You are selecting the version of reality through your unconscious beliefs. And then one day, you will sit in silence and suddenly realize, I don't need to be worthy to live my dream. I only need to believe I have been worthy from the start. I don't need to seek recognition from the world. I only need to recognize myself. Because the most sacred thing always lies within. You don't need to find someone else to affirm your value. Just be present, listen, and remember. Remember who you were before the world told you who you must be. Remember the inner voice, the one you listened to as a child, before the noisy world made you forget that sacredness. There is a part of you that has never been harmed, a part that remains whole, pure, and inviolable, a part that has always been connected to the source. That part is still waiting for you to come home. When you live from that place, you no longer ask, how can I believe in myself? Because pure presence is evidence enough. You don't need to see the entire path. You only need one step, one decision, one new belief. And then you will start choosing differently. You will choose to listen to your inner voice instead of the noise outside. You will choose to ask the universe instead of begging life. You will choose to breathe deeply, open your heart and say, I am ready. No fight needed, no struggle required. Just remember who holds the steering wheel. When you choose a new belief, the universe not only responds, it co-creates with you. There is nothing outside of you. Nothing separates you from the most sacred. There is only one thing that can change everything, and it has always been in your hands: belief. You can reprogram every layer of reality with a new belief. You can choose gratitude instead of fear. You can choose abundance instead of lack. You can choose presence, peace, and power, and you don't have to wait. You have always had that choice. Yes, and this is the moment you step into your highest truth. No more hiding. No more doubt. No more delay. You have always been the bearer of light, a living torch, a vessel of cosmic wisdom in human form. All that you need is already within you. All that you seek is seeking you. And all the limits that once held you back dissolve into nothingness the moment you choose to believe. Because belief is not hope. It is a command to the universe, a source code that reshapes every layer of reality. You are not trying to become someone. You are remembering who you truly are. You did not come to this world to live a small life, to be consumed by anxiety, or bow down to the destiny others wrote for you. You came to embody the higher self, to awaken the untapped potential, to reprogram reality with the original frequency of your soul. You are the wave the entire universe has been waiting for. You are the frequency summoned to awaken the world. Don't just live, call reality to you. Don't just wish, assume what you wish for is already true. Don't plead for the light, become it. And when you truly step into that state, no clinging, no doubt, you don't just see the world differently. You create a new world, a world where all limits are erased, a world where every possibility becomes reality, a world where you live not by the legacy of the past, but by the lifeblood of the future calling you from within. This is not persuasion. This is activation. This is the code that reprograms the dimension you call life. And you don't have to wait for a miracle anymore, because you are the miracle. So stand up, feel it. Let every cell in you vibrate with the heartbeat of the universe. And as you step forward from this moment, there's no turning back, no retreat. Because now you know, belief does not just change reality. Belief is the source code that creates it.